Hello, all my Virgo friends. This is Maxine Taylor, and I am here with your beautiful October forecast. But before I jump into that, I've got to share with you my latest book. This is the book I've been talking about, and this is the book you've been asking me about. Take Back Your Money. It is based on my own technique, which allows you to release the programming that you received when you were little that is still running your life. And I plug it into different areas. And of course, money is everybody's concern right now. And so I have completed this book. Today is October 1st, and on the 5th, the book will be available to you on Amazon and on my website, MaxineTaylor.com. In this book, I show you step by step how to release your own programming and replace it with what you want. Some of you might want a one-on-one session with me because sometimes we're blocked in these areas. If you would like a 3-hour private face-to-face Zoom session with me, specifically focusing on you and your programming, just go to my website, MaxineTaylor.com. You'll find all the information there under the spiritual coaching tab. And I have done this with people for decades, this whole technique, and it has changed lives. And so I offer this as my latest contribution to the releasing of our programming technique. And I hope it helps you create the money, the wealth that you desire and deserve. And so you can tell I'm really excited about this, to be able to offer it to so many people. And so now let's talk about your forecast for the month of October. Well, first of all, Mercury will go direct tomorrow. And everything gets really confused just before it goes direct. Have you noticed everything discombobulated? Okay, Mercury then moves into the shadow of the retrograde where it feels like it's still retrograde. It is not retrograde, but it feels like it is. And so you're not crazy when you feel that. This is a golden opportunity to tie up the loose ends that you were unable to get to when Mercury was retrograde, okay? And Mercury will come out of the shadow October 16th. Now, on the 30th of October, Mars goes retrograde. Mars deals with action and energy and do it now and don't wait. It's very, very interesting. When Mars goes retrograde, it's not like Mercury retrograde. Mercury's confusion. Mars, because it's energy, flatlines. Nothing happens. Nothing going on. And so this is a very interesting retrograde. It will complete its final shadow March 15th of 2023. It's a long time. So things will be slowed, particularly in commerce and industry, which affect all of us, of course, which is why I'm suggesting get rid of your old programming and create great wealth. Now's the time to do it, right? So be aware of that. Okay, well, Mars is retrograde on the 30th. Until then, it is in the shadow, but it's in your 10th house, the 10th house of career. When Mars is in your 10th house, That is the time to move upward. You don't want to make any lateral moves. This is the time to make your career, your public image, your priority. And even though it's going to be retrograde, keep your eye on the prize, the career, because when it comes out of retrograde, you will be able to move upward the way you want to. Now, Jupiter, the great benefic, is in your 8th house of other people's money. All right? And it is retrograde. And what this means is it's not able to deliver the abundance that it promises. And it moves back into your 7th house of relationships, because obviously there's something about your relationships that needs to be revisited. And I'll let you know when Jupiter goes direct. And then it will move through your 8th house, and the joint ventures, the joint financial ventures that you're looking at will move forward. Okay, now let's look at Mercury, the blue planet. Mercury is what you think about and talk about. It's not an action planet, so it's in your 1st house, and you've been thinking about yourself, which is a good thing. You want to think about yourself and take charge of your life. On the 10th, it moves into your 2nd house of money, and you're thinking about your money. And whatever you think about and put your attention on grows. You might say, even with the economy the way it is? Yes, even with the economy the way it is. And then on the 29th, it moves into your 3rd house of your conscious mind and brings all kinds of fabulous ideas with it. Are you going to write a book at that point? Do a blog? Teach? In other words, your mind is activated when Mercury moves into that beautiful 3rd house. Now, look at the sun, the yellow planet, and Venus, the pink planet. Venus is love. It's beauty. It is the lesser benefic, and it brings happiness and good thoughts when it moves into the 3rd house. When it's in the 2nd house, which it is now, it's in its own house. It's because in the natural zodiac, Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, is the ruler of the 2nd house. And so you have the ability to create money now. The sun, the giver of life, the creative energy, is also in your 2nd house. And this means you can create money now. And then on the 23rd, the sun and Venus kind of hold hands, and both of them on the 23rd move into your 3rd house, and you got great ideas, terrific ideas. Share them with others. See what you can do about taking your ideas, putting them on paper, sharing them verbally. It doesn't matter. Your mind is active and comes up with great ideas. So I suggest that. You've got a great mind, and a great mind for details. Okay? Now, we have a full moon on the 9th. And this is in 16 degrees, 33 minutes of Aries. It is on the full moon, things come to a head. Well, what comes to a head is joint finances and transformation. There is a whole feeling of, I've got to transform things. That's great on the full moon. This is a time of introspection and transformation for you. I love it. Then on the 25th, we have a new moon, and that's when things start moving forward. This new moon is a solar eclipse. It makes it even more powerful. This new moon will be, or let's refer to it as the solar eclipse. It'll be in 2 degrees of Scorpio. Find this in your birth chart because this is going to be very powerful. We feel an eclipse about 2 weeks before it begins, and it's with us until the next pair of eclipses come along. It's at its peak 3 to 4 months after it occurs. Okay, check and see if you have any planet in 2 degrees of Scorpio. If this eclipse is within 5 degrees of that planet, this is a very powerful eclipse for you. A conjunction of a solar eclipse to one of your natal planets is awesome. If that planet happens to be the sun or the moon or your ascendant, it is a new life eclipse. And that means it will be with you for at least a year, probably 2 years. It's a new life. It's awesome. So there you have your glorious forecast for the month of October. Join me next month when once again I take a look at your forecast. Until then, may the stars shine brightly on you and yours. Bye for now.